Hi there, welcome to Colcester International. It's a little bit of a special film, this one. What I really wanted to do is just give you a bit of an insight into the layout and what actually everything is on there, and to answer some questions that people have been giving me in the past. So very briefly, the layout is a shed-based layout. It's obviously modern image, as you can see. It is on a 12-foot by 8-foot board, mostly made up on Sundela hobby board to reduce the sound impact. And also it's on 2 levels. So the track you're seeing at the moment is the upper level, the main lines. There are 2 loops on this line. And then there's a separate lower level analog line which runs on its own separate double track loop. The rolling stock is mostly a mixture of Hornby Bachmann and a few Lima coaches. The most newest acquisitions and that have been the Bachmann Class 90, which you see running past now, and also the Hornby Class 156, which is just going past as well. There are a couple of newer ones coming up as well, which are future purchases, which we will come to at some point. It's basically a run what I like when I like type layout. I don't have any strict ideas as to what I'm going to put on it. The various liveries and that, obviously I've got intercity livery now, I've got provincial, I've got Virgin, I've got, you name it, I have it on there. I don't worry about that either. So if I like a particular livery or train, I will run it. Most of the layout itself is starting to get scenery on there. Some areas are still a little bit barren. It's obviously very much a work in progress. The overhead electrification, a lot of the masts that are scratch built. I've used gantries which I ordered from eBay. The masts are mostly dapole ones, and I have adapted them to fit onto the lattice gantry masts. We will be eventually putting some wires onto these. The original idea was to put cotton thread through, because obviously some of the junction designs don't work with commercially purchased lengths of wire. But we're now going to try and do something a little bit different. So more on that as when we get to it. Scenery wise, a lot of the buildings are already built ones, purchased ones. There are a few kit models on the layout as well. All the scenics and stuff and that have been hand built, things like the retaining wall at the back there. Little features have gone in, like obviously the signals, which are non-working. You'll also see the junction boxes have gone in as well. Foliage has been added in, trees been added in and so on, but this is all a big ongoing thing as well. There's a lot more to be done on here. Future projects include also a river scene underneath the viaduct loop, and finishing off the other opposite corner to where the village scene is in the depot. That will then become a ruined abbey scene as well, which will be over the top of the tracks exiting the shed to go out into the garden, which is where the Eurostar comes in. The Eurostar will be on the fast lines and will exit the shed eventually and go onto an extended garden loop, which will then re-enter the shed down near the front end, near the door, and come back onto this 4-track section again. So that's basically it. That's a basic overview of the layout for you. I've had numerous questions and that over the few years that I've been doing this new layout, and I just hope that's answered a few of them for you. Obviously, there's going to be a lot more questions in the future, so please use the opportunity to use the comment section on the videos on YouTube, and obviously I'll try and answer as many as I can. This bit here is really just to give you an idea of what Firmin Smithy Village is all about. I've got this on a separate board at the moment, which is inside the house, and will return to the shed and be put into place once other works have been put in to support it. The village scene has taken nearly 2.5 to 3 months to get to this present stage. A lot of the items on that obviously have been bought and brought in, some second-hand buildings, and that's basically as we stand at the moment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave you with some trains now for a little bit, and we'll get back to you in just a little while. Well, there you have it. That's the end of the film. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And also, please keep asking the questions. They are a great source of information to me, and also I do like to try and help out people as best I can. So I shall leave you now with a small montage of still pictures, and one of which will be the forthcoming attraction to the layout. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you, and goodbye.